new hottest team right now in the NBA is the Philadelphia 76ers, having won 6 in a row. They're coming back from a long West Coast road trip where they beat the Clippers, they beat the Lakers, also beat the Warriors and Suns. They just beat the Nets at home. They beat the Kings on the road as well. Are we buying the 76ers now as contenders yet?
Every year we talk about this. Every year we talk about the Sixers being a contender.
Honestly, this is probably the best basketball that we've seen him play. Everything looks like it works. I do like when my best player is a big man because that's going to be a matchup problem for any team they do face in the postseason. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of I Got Next, man. You know, it's great to be here, man. Feeling good, feeling jubilant. How y'all doing?
Jerry studied the glossary when he should have been studying all-time NBA rosters. He's going to get smoked again this draft.
Oh, man.
Hey, no, I came in first last time with the Pistons. My Grand Hill Big Boy draft was great, man. That joint was
Hey,
awesome.
I just need to say, Jerry, your skin's looking exquisite today. I just want to say that, bro. You looking glossy over there. I don't know what's going on, man. Unless you
You know,
went through
man,
the skincare routine before, but
I'm in a good mood, man. I'm just glowing, like.
Jerry's
hey,
got his
man.
fuzzy robe on. Got the mask for the. He's got the mask for this recording. He's ready to go. Yeah, he got the
There we go.
slippies.
Okay, all
No, those are my
righty.
Yes,
jokers.
sir.
All
Got the
right.
pack
Well,
from Madewell.
uh,
I'm feeling good, man.
good. I'm glad to hear it. I want to jump right into it, though. I wanted to ask you guys a few topics. We got to get Jerry out of here. Jerry's got a Hornets game to cover. I got a Clipper game to cover. We busy. I
Heard
don't know,
that
Jerry.
Jerry Boss Man said we need to finish this recording now.
Hey, man.
He's
Julian's got
right,
a hot
though.
date from what I hear, so we got to get out of here.
With my own skincare routine.
There you go. Hey, I didn't see with who.
That's what I think.
I want to jump right into it though. There was a big trade this week. NBA trade deadline is coming up, and we had a trade. The Los Angeles Lakers somehow acquired Rui Hachimura from the Washington Wizards in exchange for Kendrick Nunn and a couple of second rounders. One of those belonging to, I believe, Chicago. Um, Initially, when I saw this move, I thought there was a first round pick involved. I am still somewhat shocked that there isn't, considering that
Yep.
offer was he was ninth overall pick. I guess let's just open the floor on it. What do we think about this trade for both sides, guys?
Jerry, you're the Lakers fan. I'm going to let you go first. I have my own soapbox to stand on for this entire company and its NBA content team. But you go first, Jerry. I'll let you start. I have a bone to pick. I didn't
All
get to
right.
say this during the meeting, but go ahead, Jerry.
Well, man, honestly, we got a steal. To give up Kendrick Nunn, who was really first team all body, wasn't really playing that much. When he did play, he had a few impactful games, but nothing that I can remember off the top of my head. So, to be honest, I was very excited to actually see that we gave up 3 second rounders. Yes, I get that you can sometimes land a gem in the second round, but it's not like every day you get a Nikola Jokic or a Draymond Green, right? So, to be honest, we gave up future young 19 or 20-year-old players for an established guy that's not a bad catch and shoot player, shoots
Mm-hmm.
around 40% on threes, is a capable scorer within the mid range and can finish around the rim. And he's a good defender. We got rid of wing depth. We got rid of guard depth because we had Dennis Schroeder, Patrick Beverly, Russell Westbrook, and Kendrick Nunn. So giving up one of the guards for wing depth, a guy that can play the 3 and the 4 in this NBA, I'm happy. I'm cool. Definitely won that trade.
Mm-hmm.
Ninth overall pick. Ninth overall pick went for Kendrick Nunn in 3 seconds. I still can't believe that.
Like it's insane to think about. You got, and here's the thing: we keep talking like ninth overall pick, and yes, dude's been kind of like languishing in Washington, but at the same time, when you're de-emphasized for, to be fair, Kuz, Chris Stapps year to year to year at the same position as you, I feel like people have been sleeping on Rui. I'm a big fan of his game, man. Um, Again, great defense. He's at least a two-level scorer. He was draining elbow jumpers consistently from his rookie year onward. So, at the very least, you have a semi-suitable replacement for when Anthony Davis's ankles go boom every season. You like a young piece that you get to develop anyway in exchange for Kendrick Nunn and 2 seconds. People were clowning this trade during our video meeting for NBA content, and I wanted to punch them all in the throat. I'm dead
Who was
serious. I don't
clowning
want
it?
violence. I don't want violence on you, Nikki. I don't want violence on Daniel. I don't want violence on Dalton. I don't want violence on nobody. But at the same time, they were like, Rui Hachimura, you don't need any more guards to distribute the ball in LA. You have Russell Westbrook and LeBron James. Reverse order for priority, duh. But you have Rui Hachimura. No, Siri. You have Rui Hachimura, who is still just 24 years old, and you got him for free. This is going to be one of the most slept on trades by them, at least this year. I think this is an absolute win for LA. This
Yeah,
is great.
I don't think this. Like, I'm not gonna. I don't think we should sit here and act like the second coming of LeBron or some shit is coming. Like
No,
Rui's good, ninth overall pick. I don't think he got a fair shake in Washington. I know that he had to deal with some.
no.
There was a mental side that he had to deal with. I think he had to deal with some injuries to deal with. So like, this guy's not even out of his rookie contract yet. So the Lakers traded for him with the intention of re-signing him to that extension, kind of building a long-term relationship here. Uh, Again, I think the biggest thing is you don't get good talent at a young age like this for next to nothing. Kendrick Dunn missed all of last year. The picks, again, those hardly pan out. Most of the Lakers, solid draft
Hmm.
picks have been solid. Role players have been like undrafted players, if anything. So,
Hmm.
um, what a steal! Absolute steal. When I saw this, I
Yeah.
thought for sure there was a first round pick involved, and when I saw that they kept him, I was like, wow, there was no better offer out there. None. But I guess
He,
it's possible Rui just wanted to go to LA. I don't know. He said LA was the place he wanted to be in his press conference the other day, so it's possible.
Yeah, I'm happy
listen,
about it.
man. Maybe Washington's just trying to get ahead of Rui's extension, possibly. But dude, I feel bad for Rui. I feel bad about forgetting him like as a name in this like huge, ramp up to the trade deadline. All of a sudden he pops back on my desk. I'm like, oh, ooh, that's a pickup that I wasn't even thinking about. It's a great move.
Well, he wasn't available until last week, I don't think.
Well,
He
right,
just
but at
randomly
the
became
same time,
available,
we
and two
never.
days later, he was like, "All right, well, he's gone."
And
Yeah,
plus, the big thing too for Washington, I think Tomer hit it on the head just saying that they want to get ahead of the curve before they actually have to pay him. And right
right.
now, looking at Kuz, like he's going to be the guy because he's been kept out of trade talks as of late. So Kuz is probably going to get a fat extension at the end of this season. So why would we pay both Kuz and Rui? They had to pick one.
Now with Kuz, do you guys think that he's going to be worth the presumably big money the Wizards are going to give him?
I think so.
Maybe, maybe
Okay.
over his last 6 or 7 games, he's been averaging around 28 a game. I know
Well, and
it's a small
you know,
sample size, but
season long,
dude,
he's still like 19, 20 a game at least with like 7, 8. It's not
dude,
nothing.
I like Kuz. Like I kind of feel like we wanted Kuz. The Lakers wanted to get Kuz back, but they
Oh
probably
yeah.
knew he played that contract that he received a couple years
Oh
back
yeah.
after
Oh
the
yeah.
title, and we didn't want to pay him. Whatever we might end up paying Rui is going to be
Despite
significantly less than what they gave Kuz.
despite his money, Kuz and the Lakers are that meme between like Dennis and Mac and like Always Sunny staring at each other across the table, like across the restaurant. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Like they were making eyes at each other, and the Wizards just had a hard no. But Rui's a great consolation prize, man. I wouldn't
Yeah, I
even
will say.
call him a consolation prize. Like he's great.
No,
Yeah,
he's a
I'm like
jackpot hit. I
I
mean,
like
again,
that.
you don't know what he'll turn into, but he's a big hit. By the way, Kyle Kuzma this year, career high 22.2 points on a career high 46% shooting, and that's on a career high volume too of 18 shots a game. 3-point shooting hasn't necessarily been there, 34%, not great, but overall scoring is up for him, and I think he'll only get better. What is he, 27? About to hit his prime right now, so. The Wizards definitely made a decision. I don't know if it's a good or bad one. We'll see, but
We'll
um,
see.
yeah, we'll see with that one. This next segment, so not really a segment, but I literally listed this as "Give my Kings their damn respect." So I'm gonna open the floor to you guys to give my Kings, and I'm not even a Kings fan, but y'all just have me defending this team. That now I gotta open the floor to you guys to give my Kings their damn respect.
He's been waiting for so long. He's been waiting.
Tomer, listen, man. If I hope they like give us a flashback during this part of the podcast because we did shit on you. We definitely did. I admit it. The both of us did shit on you. Yes, you can sip your coffee, your tea, whatever the hell you're drinking. I don't care. We did take a massive portal potty at the carnival, eating a corn dog and something else we shouldn't eat. Massive dump all over you, man. And I apologize. We personally, I'll just speak for myself here. It's the Kings. It's like at the end of the day, when we look at football, we just expected the Browns to be bad no matter what. Even if they got Deshaun Watson, it's like the Browns are probably going to still be the Browns. The Kings got some bonus after they gave up Tyrese Halliburton. We're all like, oh my goodness, this is the most uneven trade ever. Now, I wasn't saying that. I knew Sabonis was an all-star for a reason. Very good player. I loved his daddy. I love his game. They play the same way. So when they got Sabonis, I was like, cool. They maybe could be a playing team, maybe at best, but to be wedged in the thick of the Western Conference playoff hunt right now, nobody could have really called that other
Third
than you and
overall
everybody
seed.
else.
Third
Hey
overall
man,
seed in the West right now, ahead of the New
I
Orleans
give you your flowers,
Pelicans.
bro. You did that.
Uh, Tomer, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Listen. I know how aggressive I get when I defend my takes, and you've been incredibly polite. We have been
Yes,
way
you
too
have.
mean.
Well,
And
give the Kings some time in case they flame out by any chance, but they just
well,
seem to.
listen. By my own rule, I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm of the mind that 24, 25 games into the season, NBA teams really show us who they are. 20 games into the season, NBA teams show us who they really are. Everything after that, reasonably a good sample size to determine what a team is within a range, right? And double, you know, double that amount. The Kings are third in the West. Bunch of games over 500. Um, the most, what I called, and I quote myself, the most mid All Star level trade um, in 2022 ended up being probably the Kings' best player. So I'm
You
sorry.
think he's the best player
I'm
over
so
over
sorry.
De'Aaron Fox?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Easily.
Interesting.
Not
Yes, he is.
not like De'Aaron Fox still like out totals him in points, but when you're sitting at like what 19 and 13, 19 and 12, something like that, with
Like seven
da-
assists.
right with damn near like 8 9 assists, you have you get bargain bin Nikola Jokic. Now I mean what?
Get us some respect. Come on now. You're better than bargain bin
Hey,
Nikola
hey,
Jokic.
before you
No,
continue,
no.
before
At
you
this point,
I did see this thing trending on Twitter at one point where it had like Jokic as the Charizard and then Sabonis was the Charmeleon and Alprin. Hey,
Shay
Hilaire, your boy
Goon.
oh,
Alprin
dude.
Sengun was the Charmander. Like, like this, it's
I
like
mean,
perfect.
okay, then y'all get it.
I understand.
Hey,
I'm,
hey, TikTok NBA memes, they understand. That's what it is. You're getting I slept on Sabonis's unicorn status, and I'm not going to do that. He's a damn near 20-point triple double waiting to happen on average. So I'm sorry, Tomer. I'm sorry.
Very nice, very
Um
nice.
Now what I'm actually intrigued about though, because I'm a huge fan of Tyrese, right? And I do wonder, it does make me wonder, what would have happened if they put together a package for anyone but Tyrese to the Pacers?
I don't think you get that deal done because
Do
Davion
you not
was
think
an
so?
offensive weapon. No, Tyrese is special. The only thing that kind of I think the only reason Tyrese is
I'm not even
drafted
I'm not
late
even
was
talking
just
I'm
that
not even
shot
talking about
form.
I'm not even talking about I'm not even talking about Davion. I'm talking about De'Aaron.
No, De'Aaron is one of the best fourth quarter players in the league right
I
now,
understand. I
and
understand that, and I understand that he's like that as well. But I'm just a huge fan of Tyrese Halliburton. I just love him to
well,
death.
I am
So
too.
like,
The thing is, Halliburton was so young that if you're getting us the bonus with Halliburton, that's kind of a difference in age and I guess timelines there and
it's
experience.
true.
Whereas you have De'Aaron Fox is already established, Sabonis is already established. Both not, I think
That's
they're around the
fair.
same age, and you can make a run together with Harrison Barnes, those kind of guys who are
That's
already
fair.
established.
I think I think Sabonis and Fox's play styles mesh better than what Tyrese's and Sabonis would have, to be honest. just because De'Aaron Fox is more of an aggressive scorer than Tyrese, right? Tyrese sits back, sets up the offense, and kind of like would let other people eat, right? That's his job. As to where De'Aaron Fox can do that, well, we're going to see De'Aaron Fox probably jack up probably 15 to 20 shots per game, probably. That's just the type of
Well,
player
that's
that he.
that's why I'm interested with Tyrese, because that sort of passing from the 1-2, I just like that, the visuals of that offense in my head more. That's all. Um
That's fair.
uh you know what I mean? Like, I just think it would just be fun as hell to watch. I'm trying to put together like the 2005 Suns, like James Harden's Rockets, like these teams that just have wild pace and just have the ball flying back and forth like a pinball. That's just entertaining to me. So, like, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, but yeah, we're sorry, Tomer. We're so
Yeah,
sorry.
I
honestly.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Look, I think the Kings are. There's still time, but through Christmas they're playing well. Since starting out 0-4, they're 27-13, which is among the best records in the league. So they're a team that I think will. I don't think they'll be an easy first round exit or second round exit. They'll give you
No,
some fight. They'll
no,
be a very interesting
No,
no.
team.
they're a
With
They're
matchup
health.
problem.
they're
They're a
they're
matchup
they're
problem.
giving like 2022 Grizzlies energy. Like, they're still young, but they're going to give problems. But yeah, Tomer, you deserve to light the beam. I'm nominating Tomer to light the beam.
Moving on, I wanted to bring up the hottest team in the NBA because there were a few hot teams. The Nuggets, I believe, won 11 in a row. They ended that winning streak. I think the Grizzlies as well. The new hottest team right now in the NBA is the Philadelphia 76ers, having won 6 in a row.
Julian Sixers, baby!
Are
I want
Woo!
we? Well, I guess my question is because the Sixers have now won 6 in a row. They're coming back from a long West Coast road trip where they beat the Clippers, they beat the Lakers. I believe they also beat the Warriors and Suns. I believe. Double check that. And they just beat the Nets at home. They beat the Kings on the road as well. Utah. So are we buying the 76ers now as contenders yet? They're currently the number 2 seed in the East, ahead of the Milwaukee Bucks, 3 games back of the Boston Celtics, hottest team in the NBA right now. Are we buying them as contenders finally?
to. Every year we talk about this. Every year we talk about the Sixers being a contender. And on paper, I will always believe them. As long as they have Joel Embiid, I will always believe that they're a contender to get out of the East, because he is a singular all time great talent in the big man spot. But until I can't say that I'm not a believer until I see it, because I'm going to sound like, the most negative Nancy in the world, but I haven't seen them go absolutely nuts, except for that one time where they, came a shot away, 5 bounces away from taking out Kawhi and the Raptors. So, on paper, I will always believe in them, and they're always capable of this kind of run. Yes, yes, yes.
Wow. That was very mature. I did not expect you to say that, man. Wow.
Every year I say this too. Every year though, they are always on paper going to be a contender. I don't know why we're surprised every time that we see them pop off a winning streak. They're
Well,
wildly
I think
talented.
the biggest thing is now that they have like a whole year of James Harden. They had a training camp under their belt. Tyrese Maxey's healthy. PJ Tucker's here. Like they seem to have a good semblance of what they want to do. Even though Tyrese Maxey's coming off the bench, like DeAnthony Melton's playing well. They just got him. So like I don't. This feels a little bit different to me than previous Sixers teams. Like Harden has found his niche as kind of the point guard here. Maxey's just a scoring guard as usual. Embiid just does Embiid things. Um, when healthy, and I feel like again because they have this kind of nucleus and they know what they want to do. Um, feels like they may have turned a stone here. Now again, we have to wait till the playoffs to see this because they have flamed out in the past. But just looking at how Harden is playing, how Embiid's playing, how Maxi's playing, Tucker obviously not a scorer, but being that defender. Melton, I don't know. I kind of like their core right now. I kind of like what I'm seeing from the Sixers. I'm not penning them as Eastern Conference favorites or anything, but I like what I'm seeing from them.
I listen, top to bottom, their starting five is arguably the best in the NBA. You're going to be a contender if you field a starting five like that. So Um, with James Harden, I will say, is proving me wrong, and call it bitterness, call it bias from his time in Brooklyn, um,
He spent
and
time in
his time
Brooklyn.
on like Jerry.
That shit was like
I
a
can't
shit was like a
talk to.
visit.
I can't. I
My man
can't talk
visited.
to him.
My
I
man
can't talk
visited
to
the
Tomer.
Brooklyn
I
Bridge
can't
and was
talk to
like,
Tomer
"All
right
right,
now.
on to Philly."
I can't talk to Tomer right now. Jerry, you talk to him. You
I
talk to
mean,
him. I can't talk to him right now.
honestly, I'm in agreement with you guys. The thing is, you are right about year after year, we do jump on this bandwagon and then they fall short in the postseason, or there's some type of collapse injury wise. Like Embiid is usually hurt at some random point in the season. He misses a significant amount of time. This is why they're the 4 seed instead of being the 2 seed or whatever it is. But honestly, this is probably the best basketball that we've seen him play. I think, to Tomer's point, having a full training camp with your all-star point guard and James Harden definitely makes a world of difference. Now he understands his role more. Tyrese Maxey coming off the bench, I don't know if that sticks. I don't know how long that continues, but DeAnthony Melton is the better defender, which is why he's out there starting for Doc right now. But everybody on the team looks cohesive. Everything looks like it works. And personally, I do like when my best player is a big man because that's going to be a matchup problem for any team they do face in the postseason. Whether that be a Brooklyn, a Boston, or Milwaukee, like everybody's going to have issues dealing with the 7 foot African beast, and especially Brooklyn. Because even though Claxton is, DPOY candidate, probably the favorite, it's kind of hard to
MIP
guard him
candidate.
today. Go for it.
MIP candidate Nick Claxton as well.
Hey, that too, man. Like, but as we saw yesterday, though, Embiid got to the line 12 to 13 different times, whatever it was. I forget. But
Let me.
there's no size to stop him from getting to the basket. And that scares me for any team.
I want to add
Here,
this because
here,
I
here's what I'll say.
go for it.
Go ahead, go ahead, Tomer.
No, no, go for it. I'm still looking at the
Add your
Sixers.
thing. Oh, gotcha. Um, the best thing that I can say about the Sixers is that the two players that I was the most worried about, right, off the court, Embiid and Harden, have been dead silent. They're focused on the game. So if they're dead silent, their Twitters aren't popping off, nothing is trending that's bad. Nothing's really trending at all. They're doing good, quiet, efficient work, and that does scare me. Um, I, can we move on from the Sixers?
I just want to add one thing. I'm trying to find the stat. I'm not really able to find this stat right now. I know Julian doesn't like it. But the Sixers right
Can we
now
move
have.
on from this?
I'll end with this. The Sixers have three players right now
Oh,
averaging 20 or more points, and one of them is averaging 33. Not
God
a lot of
damn it!
teams can do that. Not a lot of teams can do that in the NBA. The last team that did that was last year's Nets when they had Kyrie, James, and KD. But those guys hardly played together, as Julian probably knows. So,
Yeah, I get it.
moving on. Uh,
Woo! God.
moving on. I wanted to talk about my Clippers a little bit. The team that I cover. They've won, I believe it is 3 or 4 in a row. They've won 3 in a row right now. But the biggest thing is they're finally healthy with Kawhi and
And
PG
straight over
playing
the
games
Lakers.
together again. Say that again.
Jerry just called his own team out. 10 straight
Oh,
over the
yeah.
Lakers.
Sorry. 10 straight over the Lakers and 35-7 in the last 42 games against the Lakers. But now the Clippers are finally healthy. They're playing Kawhi and PG together. They're supposed to play their fourth straight game together tonight, which is going to be a season high in games played together for Kawhi and PG. I know it's hilarious this late in the season, but um, however, if there is any time you want to
Harden
start
visiting
peaking,
Brooklyn.
if there's any time you want to start peaking, it's close to the All Star break and after the All Star break. So, um, I mean, what do we think about them? I'll give my thoughts after you guys speak. But what do you think about the Clippers right now? 3 in a row. They're actually the fifth seed in the West right now. And if they beat the Spurs tonight, they'll be the fourth seed.
First of all, a couple of episodes ago, I think I called this the first time the West has truly been wild in about a decade, right? Possibly two if you count the 2000, like the 2000s Lakers, the Spurs, and however long Duncan was on the team, and then Steph and the Warriors. Right. The West has been uber talented for all that time, but they've been ruled dynastically. Now, if we look at each conference, the East has several teams comfortably above 500, going down all the way to the seventh, eighth seeds. The West isn't like that anymore. The East is ruled at the top right now. And this is the first time the West is truly wild. So I never thought that the Clippers were truly out of the running. The last time we talked about them, I think they were like 21 and 22, um, and in a bit of a dip. But I think that they're going to be comfortable at the 4, 5, 6 for a good long while, as long as Kawhi and PG are playing together. We've always thought we came into this season thinking that they were a championship contender, right? Like their roster goes like 10, 11, 12 deep, legitimately. They have two of the best two-way wings, all around great wings in the NBA right now when healthy. I think people just fucked around and forgot. But I've never thought that they were going to be, you know, in the basement. You know what I mean? So like the Jazz, unsustainable relatively. Thunder, unsustainable relatively. Same with Timberwolves. Same with. I don't think that at this point in the season you're going to come up on the Nuggets, Grizzlies, Pelicans. I kind of have to put the Kings in there right now as well and
That's right.
really give them a big challenge if you're the Clippers. I think it's too late and those guys are too cohesive. But I'll put the Clippers in the same boat as the Suns when fully healthy. I'll put them on the same level as Luca and the Mavs the way that they're performing when fully healthy. I'm not worried about. I wasn't worried about the Clippers not making the playoffs as long as Kawhi and PG didn't have like a season-ending setback. That's never been in doubt for me.
Hmm. You know, to be honest, I'm taking a look at the standings now. To be honest, despite them being beneath the Pelicans and the Kings, I would bet money on them to be better than both of those teams when they're all together, when they're
And again, that's
cohesive.
still why I'm kind of dicey. Like they can make a run at the third seed. That's a real thing.
Yeah, like I think they have to be. They probably do have that mindset. Tomer knows is better than us that it doesn't really matter where they end up anyway in terms of seeding, since it is so wide open and wild. It kind of just falls to matchups, right?
Hmm.
If the playoffs were to start today, they would end up playing the Pelicans, which the Pelicans are a little banged up right now. Zion has missed a few games.
It's an
Brandon Ingram
awful
just made it.
matchup, though.
It is.
It's an
It's
awful
It's
bad.
an
matchup.
awful mashup. It is an awful match. As good as Kawhi and PG are in defense, you want any one of them with their injury history to take a charge from Zion on the way to the rim.
Like it'd
Oh
be
my god!
it's wide open though. Like either way, the
Right.
Clippers have veterans. The Clippers have that. I can't really say they have the championship DNA as a team, but they have a championship winning coach. They have a
Hmm.
two-time Finals MVP and champion Kawhi, and Paul George is battle tested. Reggie Jackson battle tested. All these guys are a great cohesive unit. Hell, I picked them to come out the West before we even like kicked off the season. So I'm kind of happy that they're looking this good right now. Kind of hate that they
Hmm.
look this good as a Laker fan, but hell, they are peaking at the right time. But my only
Don't.
fear is it too soon? Because
Right.
we know the injury history of the team, right? I just feel like something's bound to happen in mid March, and I
So,
don't wish that
so
upon anybody. But I'm
right.
nervous.
The question for me is 42 games in, they've played like 4 games fully healthy, and we're saying, are they running out of time? But so to me, the argument can't be, are they peaking too soon? Well, it was also, are they running out of time? I think there needs to be some kind of balance where it's not like you can just flip a switch in March and be like, all right, we're a championship team now. We're just going to
That's
rest through
fact.
the entire NBA.
I
You
I
have to
I
find some
don't
kind
think.
of rhythm and chemistry throughout the year.
Yes, I
Yeah,
don't think. I'm not. I don't think it's a question of time. I think it's a question of timing. That's what I'm that's my concern. Because if you are the Clippers and you're like, okay, we need to play catch and we need to go, you in the West, timing is going to be very important. From 4 to 13, all the way down to the Lakers, there is not that much margin for error. You could drop 4 seeds in the blink of a week. So If you're the Clippers and you're burning all of your gas on trying to catch up as much as possible, there's still a couple months left in the season. So I think that's what you're saying, Jerry, and what you're saying, Tomer, mix into one thing. It's not about too early to like if they have enough time. They have enough time. It could be too early as well for them as well, depending on how that timing works. Because one pop off from Damian Lillard, if LeBron and AD like finally get Russ like get his shit back together, it, anything can happen, right? In this version of the Western Conference, there's there's a very small margin of error from seeds 4 to 13.
Yeah,
You
well, I mean,
can go.
I
Go
was gonna
ahead.
say, here's the thing: like the Blazers, for example, peaked a little early. They started the season off hot, and since then they've just been on a losing streak. I think they started out, I think the Jazz similar. They got off to a good start. They're 25-26 right now. A lot of these teams just peaked a little too early. And granted, that's not saying their season's over. Like they could definitely find their rhythm,
No,
find some good basketball,
no,
make a run for the playoffs. But you do want to play your best basketball. I just think there's definitely a fine balance you have to find here where you only have like
exactly.
30 some games left, but you also can't, play crappy basketball for this long.
No,
Because go ahead, Jer.
No, I'm just gonna say you still want them to, play to their potential, especially
Yes,
for chemistry reasons, especially to be ready come March, come April, and then entering into the postseason. You want them to pick up steam for sure. I'm just nervous injury wise, like what's gonna happen to this team because there's always gonna be this looming question mark over them, right? And I'm sure you
right,
felt that covering the team for as long as you have, especially when Kawhi and PG came there.
right. Like again, if we like, I'm applying my rule to this version of the standings, right? 20 or so games in, teams show you who they are. So halfway through the season, a lot of these teams are showing you that they have serious strengths and serious flaws. That's why a lot of them are sitting around 500, right? So anyone can pop up at any time. Jazz started out as a number 1 seed, dipped all the way to the eighth, climbed up to the fifth. Now they're back in 10th. There's not one peak for any one of these teams. The Timberwolves were like at 7, dropped down almost to dead last, and then now they're back into the running. If it's not the Jazz, if it's not the Blazers, it's going to be the Timberwolves. It could be the Thunder. Who knows? They're only 2 games below 500. So I think if you're the Clippers, it's you're in that big melee just behind the Nuggets and the Grizzlies and Kings right now. Um,
That's fair. That's fair.
so
But still,
that
not
that
not
that
a, not a
yeah.
bad place to be considering how much you
No, 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 no.
barely had your
No,
Yeah,
guys.
they're no, they've climbed from I'm kind of worrying about them to okay. But even like as the 8th, ninth, 10th seed, they were still only 21, 23. There's there's a lot of season left is all that I'm
given the
saying.
injuries, they've overachieved so far in my mind, given all the
Yes.
injuries,
Agreed.
to be real.
Agreed. Agreed. Um
Interesting.
But yeah,
Interesting.
no, I'm actually a big fan of again Ivica Zubats. I think that fully healthy, Ivica Zubats is going to be a huge X factor for them, low key. Um, you want a big in like if you're going to come up on your Zionses, your Jokic's, hell, even like Luca getting into the paint, you're going to want like that big to like step up. So um, yeah, I'm not worried about the Clippers. They're going to be in the mix.
All right. All right. Cool. So I guess I want to move to our first game that we want to play here. I don't want to call it a game, maybe not. Call it a trader fade. So we got a couple guys
Ooh.
expected to be on the market in the next couple weeks.
Mhm.
With the trade deadline coming up, I wanted to see what you guys thought. Whether you want to trade these guys or you're going to fade these guys. So we'll
What does fade
start
mean?
with. I mean, just you wouldn't trade for these guys. Just
Okay,
not
okay,
something you
okay.
want to trade for.
Cool.
So I'll start with the one of the hottest names I think right now is Fred Van Vliet from the Toronto Raptors. They're struggling right now. Their future is kind of in limbo. They're on a West Coast road trip. They've been underachieving all season. What do we think about Fred Van Vliet, guys?
I'm trading. I am trading, man. I'm kind of looking at the Raptors right now that we just kind of need to not completely rebuild, but reset. And in order to do that, I think getting rid of Fred Van Vliet is a good step in the right direction. He can be a contributor somewhere else, like a Miami or wherever.
If like so trade or fade, I'm either trading for them or like letting them sit. Is what you're saying?
Exactly, yeah. Or just letting him,
Okay,
see
so
that you're not trading for that guy.
depending on the situation, I'd trade for Fred VanVleet. He's a legitimate all-star. For the right situation, if I need a point guard and I already have like my best player established, yeah, I'd trade for Fred VanVleet. Honestly, if I were the Nuggets and I could put together a decent package, I'd trade for Fred VanVleet. I like that.
Yeah, I don't like Denver. I don't like Denver, honestly. I don't. Not for
I
not for.
kind of do. I kind of do. I kind of do. Or
Interesting. I don't think it's what Denver's missing. If anything, I don't know. I don't feel like that's it. Interesting.
I just thought of teams that like would love some like really like great scoring from the point guard spot. But in any case,
Okay.
yeah, if I'm in the right situation, I'd trade for Fred VanVleet. I wouldn't fade him.
Okay. Are you trading or fading uh, Buddy Healed?
Trade,
Trade.
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 Oh my god, trade,
I would
trade,
definitely. Buddy's one of the best 3-point shooters in the league,
trade,
man. He's having a
trade.
good
Okay.
season
Okay. Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Career highs.
Every 5 or 10 years, the NBA gets an all-time great three-point pure specialist, and Buddy Hield is that. I'm trading for him immediately.
And he was
That was easy.
a fantastic college player. And for him to be revolutionized now, just like a 3-point specialist, that is
Oh,
still not a bad defender. It's
oh,
like, dude,
no, 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 no.
trading, buddy. I'm
Three,
trading for
three
you.
point. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like if you could ask me, would I trade for Kyle Korver back in like 2016? Hell yeah. And he's a better version of that. I'm trading for Buddy Hield.
Yeah, Buddy Hield off the dribble game has been fantastic for
Oh,
the Pistons this year.
improving so much as well. Yeah.
He's I think he's
Unleashed.
averaging career highs across the board this year. Shooting, 3-point shooting, points, everything. Yeah, I think he's averaging career highs. So
Yes,
uh,
I think so too.
I would trade for Buddy Hield for sure. Next on the list are you trading or fading Kyle Lowry?
I'm a
I'm
fade.
fading. I'm fading
Yeah,
Kyle Lowry. I
I'm
think his
a
time
fade.
has passed, and I think
You know,
he's at the weird stage of like too old but too recognizable and too expensive. So there's a weird crossroads where he's at where at his if he was going to sign for like close to like the vets minimum, then yes, but I think he's too skilled to qualify for that, and because of that he's going to be a little bit too expensive for my taste. I think I'm going to be fading him.
yeah, and that's with the first one that you went with. We talked about Fred Van Vliet, right? That's why I think Fred
Yeah.
Van Vliet will be a major upgrade in Miami with getting rid of Lowry. I don't think
But
Lowry's kind of a little over the
yeah,
hill for me at this point. I like
yes.
his game.
Yes.
He could definitely be a contributor somewhere else, either as a starter or coming off the bench or mentoring a young point guard or whatever. But I don't want to waste any valuable assets to trade for Kyle Lowry right now. No.
Mhm. Agreed.
Yeah, as it stands, Kyle Lowry is earning. He's in the middle of a what is it, 3-year, $85 million deal, earning $28 million this
No.
year. Whew, oh boy.
That made it way worse. I'm not trading for
Uh,
Kyle Lowry.
That money too
next on
thick for
the
me.
Honestly, like in a very specific, if you had like a 2017 2018 Brooklyn that had the strategy of we'll take all your picks, we'll take your bloated contract, but we want a couple of picks to go with that, then yes. But outside of a bizarre strategy like that, yeah, I'm fading.
okay. Next on the list, we're looking at Miles Turner. Are you trading or fading Miles Turner?
Trade for, trade for, trade for. Still, like I know that like he's getting to that expiration date of look at all that potential. But Jerry knows what I'm talking about. Um,
He's still
but
just
I
26. He's still just 26 years
I,
old.
I know, but he spent so much time injured. I think there's a limited amount of time. There's a limited amount of shelf life where you can talk about potential relative to injury. That seesaw's coming about like close to even for the price point that the Pacers might be asking for him. But he's still at a place where I would definitely trade for him.
No, I'm trading for him as well. Like when we think about this new era of NBA bigs, you got to be able to hit an outside shot, right? But at the same time, on defense, we want to be able to block shots like your Shaq. Miles Turner once upon a time led the league in blocks, right? And he can hit the three ball at a high clip. That's what I want out of my modern day center now. In the 2020s, in this decade, every young big man needs to be able to block shots and knock down threes if they want to be a successful center on a championship kind of team. Miles Turner could be the missing piece for a lot of different teams out there. I would
Right.
definitely trade for Miles Turner.
I'm just talking about that relative to what his asking price would be, because I do think that it's lower than it would have been like 2 years ago. Is what I'm saying.
I don't
Um,
know. He's averaging
I,
career highs across the board too.
No, he's
And
he's
like
he's having
that's
a
what
really
I'm
good
saying.
year, and he's finally healthy. He's one game away from tying the amount of games he played last year, and he plays 47 the year before
the-
that.
i-
Um,
if you guys are confident about his health, that's the only thing that's really holding me back.
no,
That's
I
it.
don't think anyone's
Okay.
confident
That's
about
it.
it, but you have to trade based on potential
Well, that's
and,
fair.
and the potential to stay healthy.
That's fair. Well,
Again, at
again,
26 years old, he's not even in his prime yet,
he's he,
technically.
he's getting away from he's starting to enter he's entering into the baby end of his prime. It's not like look at the
Baby, he's
great
26.
there's that for big men, that's like slightly into the prime. Slightly. Slightly
No,
But
into the
that's
because
not
prime.
that's not the tail
bigs,
end, like you said.
no, because bigs
No,
take a
no, no,
little
no.
longer to develop, though, right? Like when bigs come into the
Right.
league, we're expecting them to be good.
Yes.
We can't
I
expect them to be good
No,
right
no, no, no,
away.
no,
They're going
no.
to
That's
take time to
that's not
by
what I'm
26.
saying. But the NBA is getting faster. I said he's at the tail end of his look at all of this ahead of him. He's starting to get into the now part of his career rather than the future of his. Does that make sense?
I got you.
Like
I think
that
so.
that
Yeah, yeah.
that's
I
what I'm
got you.
saying. So like 24 to 26 is a big deal. And then yes, centers take longer to develop, but if part of your development process has been a laundry list of injuries, then like your prime comes a lot sooner. Your athletic prime comes a lot sooner than it would for like someone that it took longer to develop. Joel
Um,
Embiid's don't grow on trees, right? Like the people that like start off super injured but then like blossom into these huge things health wise too. Joel Embiid is Iron Manning it right now, relatively. But Miles Turner has been away. Like his NBA career feels a lot longer than it should, and that would
yeah.
scare me a little bit at this point. Is what I'm
So that,
saying.
right. Okay. So I mean, this year, Miles Turner is averaging career highs in points, rebounds, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage of 40%, 17 points a game, 8 rebounds, 2.4 blocks. Not a career high, but still pretty freaking good for a center. And he's 26, younger than Nikola Jokic, younger than Joel Embiid, younger than Giannis Antetokounmpo. So I
Wait, wait,
still
wait.
think there's a
Pause,
lot
pause,
of
pause.
upside there.
He's averaging 18.
He's averaging 17.4 points, 8 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks per game on
I thought he
55%
was at.
shooting.
I thought he was at like 14, 15. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I changed my
He's
answer.
balling out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
40% from
Balling.
And
I
three
am
listen,
on 4
big
attempts.
on
listen. I still traded for him. I'm just saying that like I didn't know that he was like
Like
hitting
I
18
said,
or 18.
wipe everything I just said. Trade.
40%. 40% for deep.
As a
All right, that's
Hell yeah.
pretty
center.
damn good. Okay.
That's crazy.
It's insane. It's insane.
All right.
Uh,
Okay.
are
Yeah.
you trading
Yeah.
or fading Cam Reddish?
Fade.
Mm, mm.
Fade.
A lot of
Fade.
teams seem to believe he has some kind of upside. And obviously he's young, hasn't
He
had a fair
does.
shake. But Atlanta and New York,
He
both of them he hasn't panned out. I don't know.
he does. I think it's weird though that he was in Atlanta with one of the best assist men in the NBA and still is sort of just like with the rest of
He,
the field as a shooting
he, didn't,
specialist.
he didn't play, though. He barely got
But
any burn out in Atlanta.
but that's the thing. There's a reason why he didn't get any burn, right? There's a reason
I
why he
don't
didn't
know.
get any burn.
That's the other side of it.
It's,
Where is he actually good enough to get that kind of playing time?
That's
Because
what I'm
Tibbs
saying.
isn't playing
Like
him, McMillan didn't play him. I don't know, man. Granted, there are some better players
honestly,
ahead of him, but
he's not.
I would.
Here's the thing. He's a trade, but he's an accessory trade. Like if I'm grabbing someone else and I'm like throw in Cam Reddish, and I'll say
so
yes.
so is he as close to a fade as you can be for a trade? I guess in that sense, like he's traded, but
Yes,
you're like,
yes.
sure.
He's a he's afraid because I'm afraid of him.
You
Jay,
know,
I'm gonna let you talk.
look,
You've been trying to talk.
I know. I've just been trying to think about this. Really, I would honestly trade for him, but it'd be like a Rui Hachimura type of package, like Kendrick
Rui
Nunn and
Hachimura, my guy,
32nd
come on.
rounders. Oh, my bad. Like, yeah. But sorry. But it definitely would be
Oh
like that kind of. It'd be like a couple second round picks. I'm not giving away any major big time role player or a young star player with potential. Like, no, it'd have to be second round picks and maybe a veteran off my bench.
Yeah,
I'd
you're
take a
taking a
risk on the
flyer.
potential.
You're
I
taking a
think
flyer. Yeah, yeah, you're taking a flyer
I'm
for
taking
sure.
it.
Um, Another guy on the list I wanted to get to, Mason Plumlee. You trading or fading Mason Plumlee? Let me just say, in the month of January, 16 points, 11 rebounds, and about 5
11.
assists a game.
I
God.
Jerry's had a
here
first
here
hand
he,
look at him. Plumlee's been decent this year.
yeah, no, no, no. I listen. I've always been a big believer in Mason Plumlee. If nothing else, he has always been a very athletic for his size, energy like energizer bunny at the center spot. I liked him in Brooklyn. I liked him in Denver. I don't think I liked him I like him in Charlotte. So I'm trading for him. I think he's going to come relatively cheap. Um,
I'm not sure if he'd be cheap. I do believe that Mason Plumlee could be a very important part, a low key important part on a championship team as well. Because the versatility that he's shown, especially this season, I think this year he's averaging career highs in points and rebounds, and he
yeah,
can bring the ball up
Yep.
at times, and it really makes me nervous because he doesn't have handle how we think he does, but he always makes a smart pass. I really like Mason's game. It's kind of kept Charlotte, somewhat at least even keel. At least when you look at him in the locker room and in the conference room, it's like, okay, Mason's our vet. He's been around the league to like 6 or 7 different teams or whatever it is, and
on the
Mason's been
right
pretty.
roster,
There you go.
on the right roster, I would love Mason Plumlee.
Like
Like,
Boston
like
traded for Mason Plumlee. That would be a good look. You get more size and a versatile big. I would take him. I'm trading for him.
I do think that the benchmark that I would be grading a lot of these by, like Kendrick Nunn and 2 second rounders for Rui Hachimura. That's how you pronounce it, Jerry. Um, like that
Well, if
that
if,
was
if we're on
like that was
pronunciations,
a steal.
if we're on pronunciations, pronounce Ivica Zubats.
Okay.
You,
No,
you
you're
you don't
right.
have to bring that up right now. My guy
I know, I
calling
know, I know,
Jerry out of
I know.
nowhere.
Okay, no, okay, but that was a butchering. Tomer and I were both cackling.
Yeah,
Anyway, so Kendrick Nunn and 2 second rounders would still also be a fleece for Mason Plumlee. So yes, trade for him. Trade
I
for
agree
him.
with that. And I was going to say the Clippers also are a team that could use a backup center. Plumlee could definitely help them, I think. So
Oh,
I don't know how
yeah,
much,
yeah.
but he could help them because they don't have a backup big right now outside of Moses Brown. So, all right, last
Yeah.
guy on this list who is um, really good player, really, really good player. But I'm very concerned about the injury history with him, the workload that he's had. But there's no denying his talent. Are you trading or fading, knowing what the package and what they're going to ask for? Are you trading or fading Pascal Siakam?
Trading.
They're going to ask for a lot for Siakam, a lot.
I mean, if they're gonna
He's
ask for the Gobert special, then I'm fading him. Duh. But I'm of the mind that the Raptors will be semi reasonable for asking price because I think it's the worst kept secret in the NBA that they're low key trying to shop him. Um, so if the asking price comes down far enough, yeah, I'll trade for him. I like Pascal Siakam.
I would trade. I would trade. I think he could be the second best player on a championship team. Right? That's what we seen back in 2019. I'll trade for him.
Yeah, I'll still trade for him.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And one more player to that list because we have a bit of time. Are you trading or fading Bojan Bogdanovic?
Oh, trade.
Trade for
Trade.
him. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude's been
Trade
balling, man.
for him.
That's been a bright spot in Detroit, and
Hey,
Detroit is actively looking
b-
for first round picks.
both
I don't know if
Bogdanovic's. I would trade for both Bogdanovic's.
it
All
sounded
right.
like
This
you said
next
you would
one.
trade for kind of bitches. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's in character for me.
Moving on. um, I want all star starters are expected to be named in the next couple of days. We'll know the reserves in about a week or so. So I wanted to go into an all star segment where we know who the starters are going to be for the most part. But I want to name some guys off that you think, and you guys tell me whether you think they're going to be all stars or not, based off the fan returns. Um, so I'm going to start. I'm going to ignore the starters, as the starters are expected to be LeBron, Jokic, and AD for the West, and Steph Curry, Luka Doncic. For the East, it's expected to be Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, Giannis, Kevin Durant, and Jason Tatum. So those guys are aside. We're only getting the guys that are not expected to be starters right now. Um, All-star star. Is this guy an all-star? Domantas Sabonis.
Yes.
Uh, yes, yes. I think you can't deny the Kings at this point. He's a starter, or
Okay.
he's an all star. Sorry.
Okay. Uh, Draymond Green.
No,
No, he's picked up his scoring as of late, but I'm not
no.
bringing Mister Triple Single into my All Star bracket. No,
Damn. I mean,
no, he's
I'm
great.
playing that Steve.
He's great.
I'm playing that Stephen A. Smith video. We're like, be nice, be nice. You don't have to say
Li- li-
it.
li-
No, I like
Listen,
peak
okay.
late.
See,
He's peak
if,
late. That's
if Draymond Green gets into this All Star game, it's either going to be as an injury replacement or as a career award.
Oh, he's
It's
not making
not
it at
for this
all.
season.
There's no way he's
Is
making it
what
this
I'm
season.
saying. Yeah, yeah.
Because here's the next name on the list, which I think we all know the answer to, but he's not listed as a starter. Laurie Markkinen.
yes. I'm giving Laurie that spot. Yes, I'd
Okay.
give it to him.
Do I think he's going to be snubbed though? Is what I'm saying. I would give it to him.
Yeah, I guess the better question is:
Yes.
do you think this guy will be snubbed or actually make the team? I guess from the non-starters list.
I get a dirty feeling this man's going to be snubbed, but I am going to trust the coaches and everyone else and say yes. He's going to be an all-star.
Just so everyone knows, the All-Star um, naming format is obviously you have the starters, three front court, two back court. It'll be two guards, three front court players, and two wild cards for the reserves. Could be two guards, could be two forwards,
Yeah,
whatever you want.
I think he's going to be brought on as a wild card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next on the list for me, Paul George.
Nah, missed too much time in my opinion. I'm gonna say no.
Let me think. Uh,
Paul
one of
George, just for
one
the record, has played 34 games so far.
34.
one of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard is going to make it this year, and I think it's going to be Paul George.
It would have to be between those two because he's played more. I would
Yes.
assume, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm because is he counted as a two guard or is he counted as like a forward?
So
He's in the front court.
front court player, but he's only started the shooting guard this year, which I don't get.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre. So he got front court votes, but so like if we do the math right, here are the four that I think are that are going to make it from the front court in the West. So there's LeBron, there's Nikola, there's AD, and Zion. Um, I would say I would put Brandon Ingram in there,
Oh no
um,
way! He's missed too many
and
games.
then I guess it's true.
It's entirely too
Um,
much.
yeah,
Ingram
that's
has
true.
played. I
But
believe he's
in
played
any case,
16. He's played 16 games this year.
has he
He's
really
not
only
making it.
played 16?
He was out
He's
16.
two
only
Come
played
on, you're
months.
not.
16?
He was out for
Yeah,
2 months with the foot.
I
yeah.
guess that's right. Oh my god.
Come
No,
on
he's
now.
not making
Damn.
that.
So
Well then that reduces that to four players then. So there's definitely room for one of Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, possibly both, depending on name recognition.
I feel like
So
this is a safe
it,
bet. I
yeah,
just before we I feel like it's a safe bet, but I feel like he will be injured at the time. Zion Williamson, who's supposed to be reevaluated in about 2 weeks with a some kind of muscle injury. I think it's a quad. I want to say.
he will be an all star even if they have to like injury replace him or with someone. He'll be named.
Jerry.
I'll stick by it. I don't think Paul George should be one. I'd have to look to see who could be his possible replacement. It doesn't make any sense to get front court votes if he's, been playing the two. It's like the Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum thing, right? Like Brown's been playing more three more two guard,
Right.
so he should be getting backcourt votes, not front court votes.
Right.
But I'm gonna
I
say
mean,
no. I'm
right
gonna say no for
now.
PG.
Okay, right now. Zion is fourth. Andrew Wiggins is fifth in the fan votes, and Paul George is sixth, ahead of Laurie Markkinen. Um,
Andrew Wiggins?
That's what I'm
yes.
saying. Yes, which is just wild.
Okay. Paul
Let's move
George
on to
might
the
make it.
guards.
Andrew Wiggins.
I think Paul George would make it. I think Kawhi's had a greater stretch of games, but he hasn't played enough, in my opinion. I don't think so.
By the way, this is how messed up the fan voting is. I don't know if Demontis Sabonis ever showed up
He
on
did.
any of the
He's
fan
10th.
voting
He's 10th.
leaderboards. Okay, he's 10th.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's pretty far down.
okay,
Kind of embarrassing,
that's
but
insane.
um,
Um,
I want to move on because Jerry, we do have to get you out of here a bit. Some of the guards listed. Let's run through these real quick. De'Aaron Fox, All Star or not? Do you think he'll get snubbed?
The backcourt in the West is way less stacked, or is way more stacked than the front court. So I'm going to say no, or he's going to be on the border.
Okay.
I don't
But
think he's going to make it.
I'm going to
He's
lean
not
towards
gonna.
no.
Steph,
Luca, Ja,
Luca, he's not making it.
even
He's not.
Dame, Devin. Um,
Devin missed too
I,
much time. I don't think he'd be in consideration.
I I think he might be.
Devin's missed too
He
much
missed
time.
a lot, but
He's missed too much
I'm
time.
gonna
He's not
say
even
no.
back yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Russell Westbrook.
No,
No,
he won't make
no.
it.
That was
The
a
coaches the
resounding
coaches
no
aren't going
from
to vote.
Jerry.
The coaches aren't going to vote him in. That's not going to be a
Uh,
thing.
I love
Shea
West, man. Gotta
Gilgeous-Alexander.
be real.
Shea,
Oh,
yes.
hell,
Shea, yes.
he could be a
Yes.
starter potentially. I love Shea, man. Damn,
See,
I love him.
this is the weird thing, right? The Oklahoma City Thunder are currently a double-digit seed in the West, but they're still only 2 games under 500. So you can't say like record's too bad as like an argument against him at all. So
Yeah.
Shea is easy.
Uh, Damian Lillard.
Yes,
Yeah, he'll make it.
he'll make it.
Okay. Austin Reeves.
Move on. What are you doing? What are you even doing?
I'm listing out the guys who were named on the fan returns, my guy. Blame your Laker fan buddies, man. Apparently, y'all voting
I'm
him
sorry.
in. I'm
Dude,
moving
Jerry,
on to the.
Austin's been the great keeper for Gryffindor this year.
Come here, continue, please.
All Star, not Nick Claxton for the Eastern Conference. We're gonna move to the East.
Yes. I think he should
Yes.
be. He should be.
Just
But
for the record, it's Giannis, KD, Tatum starting, who is in a tight race with Joel Embiid for that final spot, and the guards
Right.
are Kyrie Irving and Donovan Mitchell.
I'm gonna give it to him, man. He's
I
improved.
think.
I like
mean,
it.
it's a choice between Nick Claxton, Jared Allen, Kyle Kuzma, Pascal, Jimmy, and I think Nick Claxton deserves to be in that scrum.
Off of name value, Jimmy Butler could get it, but if we're really talking most improved,
That's what
Kuzma
I'm
might have
saying.
to be in there too.
So
Kuzma and Clax will be a neck and neck
because
race in my mind.
especially since
You guys are
because
naming off like 10 guys on the list that I want to bring up. It's like 8 guys on the list. I'm like, all right, we're having a discussion now.
Let's keep it short. One sentence after the big
yeah. I want my Claxton All-Star jersey. God damn it!
Okay.
Right.
He's again. This is only because he's fourth, but we're all in agreement that Joel Embiid is going to make it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dope. Jimmy Butler.
Off a namesake, right? Like I said, I'm gonna go. Yes. I
Okay.
think he makes it.
The coaches are going to vote him in. Yes.
I think so as well. What do we think about Kyle Kuzma?
If I say yes to Nick Claxton, I kind of have to say yes to Kyle Kuzma.
You're running out of forwards here, buddy, because we still got Julius Randle to go through, Pascal
shoot.
Siakam to go through,
I'm gonna say no.
a guy who I think should make it, Paolo Banchero.
I don't think Pascal is going to make it. That's my cut. That's my big cut.
Okay.
But Kyle Kuzma is going to be on the border with Nick Claxton. So if you really want an answer, my personal bias is going to say Nick Claxton, yeah, Kyle Kuzma, but it could flip either way.
I'm gonna say no as well.
Okay. Julius Randle.
Yes.
He
Someone
came
has
on
to get in
strong.
on the Knicks.
He came
Someone
on
has to
strong.
get in from the Knicks.
I'm saying
Someone has to
yes.
get in from the Knicks, and it's going to be Julius Randle.
You know,
Uh,
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no on Juju, on the real Juju, the other Juju. I'm gonna say no. I think if anybody
With
has
the
to
real-
get in,
Stand up. Who is that? Is that Randall? Is that Julian? Who are we talking
It's
about?
Smith Schuster.
Oh, there we go. All right.
It's Peppers.
Is everyone here out on Paolo Banchero as an all-star?
No, I'm still all in on Paolo. I forgot about him, but I'm all in on Paolo.
Same.
yeah,
I
just have.
I don't care about the Magic's record. Make him a rookie. Do it.
Okay. And Pascal Siakam, what do we say on that one?
I'm cutting him. No, I'm gonna say no.
I'll say no as well. I think Julius had a crazy stretch of games that could even edge him out over a guy like Pascal, to be real.
Hmm.
You said Julian or Julius?
I'm
Julius.
5.5 feet tall, Tomer.
No, I heard.
I'm
I
not
heard
playing an
Julian. That's why I'm wondering. I heard Julian. That's why. Uh,
Asian Earl Boykin is not getting into the All Star game.
this guy said
That's a new
Oriental
one.
Muggsy Bogues over
Hey,
here. uh, okay, for the guards. What do you think about Jaylen Brown? Is he getting in or not?
Yeah,
he will.
he'll make it.
He will.
Okay,
The
I agree,
Celtics are
Sam.
getting
I
two
agree.
starters.
James Harden.
Uh, yes,
I Yeah, I think he could be a reserve. He missed a lot of time, but I think he'll make it.
yes, he'll make it.
Okay, what do we think about Trey Young?
It's gonna be between him and DeMar DeRozan. I'm gonna pick Trey Young.
Okay,
I'll go Trey. I think he makes it. Yeah, I'll go Trey.
that's tough because so what do we think about Darius Garland then?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if Cleveland is going to get two All Stars, and I think their one is going to be. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the coaches are going to. I think that Darius Garland deserves one of Darius Garland and Jared Allen deserves it. So it's a tough choice between the two for me. But then I'm not. I'm all in on Tyrese Halliburton, for example. So at that point, I kind of have to say no.
That was my next name actually.
I really just want Tyrese to shut up Wally Serbiak since he called him a fake All Star. Wannabe All Star.
Same,
Because Wally
same.
Serbiak is a definition of a wannabe All Star. Just in case, check
Yep.
his numbers, check it out. But
Yep.
yeah, no, I think Trey makes it. I think Tyrese will make it as well, though. To be honest, but Trey's kind of had an oddball year to me. It's kind of weird.
What do we think about Derrick Rose?
No, you don't have to read all these names.
I do for the content. I need to read the names. Yes, I
Here,
do.
here Do
Yeah,
there's a separate game where we play who gets the Dirk Nowitzki Dwayne Wade spots.
Hey, there we
So,
go. There we go. Um,
but in this case, no.
DeMar DeRozan.
Someone has to get cut, man, and I think it's Demar.
Okay, does
same.
that mean
I
you
think
guys
he'll
are
miss it.
okay? Does that mean you guys are out on LaMelo Ball as well?
Yes,
Okay.
I think he missed too much time, unfortunately.
Okay.
missed too much
That's
time. The
fair.
Hornets are too bad.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey, watch it.
Alrighty. We are ready for the All-Star the All NBA history draft, whatever. Bro, I'm fully in All-Star mode right now, man. Bro, we've had the All-Star call the other day. Like I'm fully just gearing up for All-Star right now. But we have we
We're
have we
leaving
have
this
our
one.
All NBA team draft right now. So who's up this week? Who's picking?
It's Jerry's turn.
Oh, damn,
It's
is it really?
Jerry's world.
Yep.
Woo,
It's your world.
man.
We
So
just living in it.
so Jerry picks. Tomer got first pick. Oh,
You
Jerry
know,
picks the team. Tomer got first pick.
I'm tired of tiptoeing around all these bigger franchises. Let's just let's just take the fucking elephant out the room and
No,
go Los Angeles
no.
Lakers. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
let's
I'm
fun.
tired of tiptoeing.
Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's have some
Yeah,
fun. Let's
Why?
do it.
Why wouldn't I have the first pick?
tiptoeing.
This is literally awful.
Ex- have some fun.
No,
It doesn't
this is
matter.
bullshit because you, as the person who gets the third pick here, get two back-to-back really solid players. That's BS. That's trash.
Tomer, you're losing out on either Magic or Kobe.
Why are we
Just do
rigging
it.
the system? I'm
Just
absolutely
get it
not.
done.
I'm drafting Kobe Bryant. I'm not doing that.
Just get it done. Okay, you're drafting Kobe Bryant.
I have to. He's the greatest Laker of all time. I'm not
All right,
happy
give me
about
Magic.
it. And
All right, I'm taking Magic.
fuck you. This is bullshit, man.
Hey, Tomer, we're supposed to keep it clean on this show. All right,
Yeah,
relax.
that should tell you how pissed off I am.
Okay,
Come on, man.
just try to relax, okay, buddy?
That's great. This is incredible.
Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and just establish my front court now. Give me Shaq and Kareem.
I hate you. I hate you, Jerry. Jerry knew what he was
Woo!
doing. All right, you're taking Shaq and Kareem. I'm taking Wilt.
That's tough.
Magic and Wilt. Yo, Tomer, you're done. I don't care who Tomer picks at this point. That
Oh fuck, that was funny.
was great. That was beautiful.
You guys are just Jerry specifically. Like I looked out for you, my guy. I looked out for you, bro. I tried to help you at every corner that I could, and you just
I'm sorry.
me.
Self censoring, man. That's an improvement.
Dude, I don't think I've seen Jerry actually. Jerry's been the biggest laugher on this podcast. I've never seen him cry before. This is incredible.
That was
This is,
hilarious.
this is beautiful.
Oh, man. It's like
I'm
I'm of a darker tone, but you can see me getting red. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Uh,
Um, Julian, who did you go with?
I went with Wilt.
Wilt. Okay. I'm
I
gonna
got
go
I got
with
to establish my front court.
I'm gonna go with Jerry West and Elgin
Ah,
Baylor.
damn it! Good picks.
see,
I have no
Good
big
pick.
stuff, so yeah, might as well.
Good picks. Good picks. Okay, I'll take James Worthy off your hands.
fuck, fuck. Sorry.
No, no, no. You
Uh,
don't get to do that. You don't get to do that, Shaq and Kareem. Shut the hell up. You don't get to do that.
Oh, that's true. Jerry, shut up. You
Shut
want to
up.
establish your front court? Have fun with no
You
guards.
couldn't even pick one big. You picked both bigs. Like, nah, get out of here, bro. No, we're not with
Jerry,
that.
one of them can run your point guard position, okay? You do that.
no,
While Derek
I'll
Fisher.
tell you. I will tell you who can run my point guard. It could be LeBron James that runs my point
Good.
guard.
Jerry's
Why
frozen
not?
out. He deserves
Oh, I
it.
thought it was just me.
And
Cool.
let's see. For my other pick, let me think here. You took
Jerry, who'd you
James
take? You
Worth.
froze. Yeah. Who'd you take? You froze out.
I took LeBron. Taking LeBron.
Good call. It's fine.
And for my other pick,
You need a point guard. Take Russell Westbrook. Here, I got you. I'll write it down for you. There you go.
no, LeBron is my point guard. I want you to remember that LeBron is the PG.
You starting LeBron at PG?
Yeah, bro. He's basically played the position his whole career. He's a
I
playmaker.
think of all the stretches that we've had in positioning, this is fair. This is fair, Tomer. Come on. It's okay.
I'm just not having a good time. I'm just not having a good time. Just straight up not having a good
That's so
time.
not- Okay, we should just like let it go. Tomer's gonna be very upset. As like we knew that as soon as Jerry picked the Lakers as this team. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We know. Your complaints are noted, Tomer.
Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, made me lose my whole I had somebody in my head, bro. Hold on, give me a second. Oh shit. I'll do Michael Cooper. I'll do LeBron and Michael Cooper.
Y'all are forgetting. I'm taking Pau Gasol.
I don't need any more bigs.
Michael Cooper.
Oh god,
Oof.
I know that we're all gonna say the same thing. My offense is ungoddamn stoppable.
That's an older Wilt, though.
Uh,
Just want to put that out there.
That's fine. He still averaged like 30 and 15 damn near.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
at that point. Like I was still averaging that many. Yeah, exactly.
Jerry, if you're worried about his strength, he benched 400 as a 50-year-old man, all right? And made the volleyball Hall of Fame as a 40-year-old. He's fine. He'll be okay.
I just want to look at the Laker numbers. I'm just looking at the Laker numbers real quick. That's all I want to look at.
I'm gonna take with my first pick. I think I got to go Anthony Davis because I need a big man.
Yep.
This is my final pick. I believe I got Kobe, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Anthony Davis. I need another big man.
Okay.
Don't sleep on Lakers, Wilt.
I mean, I was thinking about Taylor because in the 2K they only have like the 72, 73 Wilt, and that's like the oldest one, like his last year in the
Yeah,
league.
okay, you don't base it off of 2K. I don't care about.
Bro, you so don't deserve Shaq and Kareem. You brought out 2K? Are you
I'm,
kidding me right
bro,
now?
I made an analogy to a relation to a game, man. Relax. I know y'all are pissed because I chose the Lakers, but it's okay. Both your teams are
No,
shaping out well.
no, I love choosing the Lakers. Like this is great for me. I'm fine.
I feel great.
Now I have to decide whether I want to channel what I remember was one of the better players, but not listed as you know he's not one of the well known Lakers.
I think I have my shooting guard chosen as well, and I think I'm gonna get him for free because Tomer doesn't need a two.
I mean, I could shift Anthony Davis down to the center. Just shift everyone down, buddy. It's not it's not over yet. Um, I'm just I'm
Who
trying
do you
to
have?
think about the right now. I have
Kobe,
Kobe.
Jerry,
I have
Elgin.
Jerry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could slide AD down to
your
the. Sorry, go ahead.
your backcourt set though. It's Kobe and Jerry. Don't do that.
This stuff. I'm gonna do this guy's fault just because this guy I like him a lot. Former six man of the year. I'm gonna take Lamar Odom, one of my favorite Lakers.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good. Give me the best shooter in Lakers history, Gail Goodrich.
I knew you were going to go there, you know. Uh, honestly, you
I say
guys
the
took
best
both of the names
shooting.
that I
Oh,
was kind of thinking
shooter.
of.
Okay.
Shooter. No, 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 no.
Okay. Yeah, that's why. That's why. Yeah, I stopped myself. Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not drunk. No, he's not drunk. He's good. Too early in the day for Julian to be spewing out any nonsense. Anyway.
Woo!
I just had to double check.
I
I'm
don't
just
know, man.
making sure the headphones work right and
It's
everything.
5 o'clock somewhere, and that somewhere is New York City.
Damn, now Lamar Odom actually hurt though. That was going to be my three man, and then if he was gone, I was going to take Gale. So
Oh, I'm so
that
sorry. Did I take one of your players, Jerry?
Jerry, you have Shaq and Kareem.
Yeah, like I'm not here for. I'm not here for it. I'm not.
Leave well enough alone. Leave well enough alone. Relax, dog.
Not to
Oh my
mention
God.
LeBron. You mentioned this guy got LeBron as well.
That's true.
Jerry
my
automatically wins
fault, man.
this week, anyways. Whatever.
I was
No, 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 no. No, he doesn't win. He doesn't win.
Julian,
Shaq
your
is
team.
the
This guy could pick like Derek Fisher, and his team would still be better than both of ours.
no Julian. You do
This
not
guy
have a
could pick.
dog in this
This
fight.
guy could pick Adam Morrison, and his team would be better than both of ours.
not true.
100%.
You don't have a
Not true.
dog in this fight, bro. Who's your team? Let's, you know what? Just hold it. Wait. I will take. Ah, dang. I still need a two. For the sake of time, I'm going to take Byron Scott.
I actually like Byron Scott as a pick better than Lamar Odom, low key. Low key.
Hey man, don't sleep on Lamar. I don't know.
Alrighty.
I'm not
All right,
sleeping
so
on him. Byron Scott's an all-time Laker. This is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, go ahead.
no,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Let's run
Who
through
wants to
the
go
team.
first?
So my team, I got Jerry West at point, Kobe Bryant at the 2, Elgin Baylor at the 3, Lamar Odom at the 4, and Anthony Davis at the 5.
Here's the thing about my team. My team is running circles around both y'all. Between Magic, Worthy, Gail Goodrich as the best shooter on all three of our teams, Wilt, and Powell. Powell on the Lakers was underrated as hell all time for the Lakers. And then Wilt was still an athletic freak damn near into his 50s. So my team got like some freaks on it too, Jerry. Don't sleep on it.
I'm not sleeping on your team. It's just that I have LeBron running my one, which in some people's eyes is a better version of who your point guard is in Magic Johnson.
You have Lakers LeBron. You don't have
Lakers
20.
Lakers
The best.
LeBron is
This is
still
the
great. He's
top
still putting
3
up
LeBron
great
right now. What are you talking about?
Lakers LeBron over 85, 86 Magic?
Lakers LeBron is a top. No, we're talking about LeBron. What as his career? This is like a top 3 LeBron. This season he's having is a top 3 LeBron season.
I don't
That's
care what
fine. That's fine.
I'm
2023 LeBron over
in
any
these
version of Magic.
in
Over
these
any
matchups.
version of Magic.
LeBron over Magic. I'm gonna take LeBron over Magic in this
Yes,
matchup.
yes, yes.
And then we have Cooper, we have Byron Scott, Kareem, and Shaq. You saying you're gonna run circles around both of our teams? I don't think you're doing that to me, buddy. I got two of the greatest bigs of all time. Yes, you have
Well, see, here's
Wilt.
the thing.
Wilt is phenomenal.
I
Now go
actually
ahead.
feel very. I actually feel a bit more confident about my team because you guys have two like statues for defenders. Like I'll just bring you guys outside. Lamar Odom
How,
taking Kareem
dude,
defensively,
dude,
defensively,
how is
defensively. He's taking guys off the dribble,
Kareem is
okay?
not a statue. Kareem is not a
bro.
statue.
Bro, Anthony Davis is running laps around Kareem. Speed wise, get to the basket. He'll run him off the dribble easy, or he'll jumpers over him. Off
But
defensively, if my guys are playing defensively, you definitely have the better big man duo. No question, no question. I'm not even debating that.
Well,
I'm
okay,
just
we're
saying
not talking.
my guys can make.
Let's not pretend that LeBron is the main draw of Jerry's team. It's peak Shaq and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? As great a LeBron season as 2023 is, y'all do not disrespect peak Magic to me. That's insulting.
I mean,
That's
look,
I'm
insulting.
not.
if we're doing this by the all time Lakers team, someone got to get disrespected, right? Unfortunately,
Yeah, yeah,
Look,
but we're not
just wait.
doing that to Magic.
Listen, Magic as an all-time Laker is always going to finish higher than LeBron. No debate. I
oh,
think
100
Magic is
percent.
the second greatest Laker of all time, behind Kobe
Right.
Bryant.
You're
But
taking
LeBron,
you're taking
just
you're
wait.
taking this.
Just give me a second.
Oh, oh,
Just give me a second.
wait, wait.
I'm just saying, in the 4 years that LeBron has been here, yes, you can say Magic is a better Laker. He's had better Laker seasons. LeBron is still averaging damn near 30 points, damn near 8 to 9 assists, 8 to 9 rebounds. The dude is the model of consistency, right? He averaged 10 assists one year as a Laker. As a matter of fact, playing point guard. I feel good about LeBron, Laker LeBron, let's say 2020 LeBron matching up against an 85 Magic. I feel comfortable with that. We could say Magic is better because he averaged 19 and 11 and 11 and a half assists, whatever. But I'm going to feel comfortable with having LeBron match up with Magic Johnson in his prime. I feel good about that. I
And I
am
feel
not losing.
comfortable. I feel comfortable about my offense's pace matching y'all's two bigs, your two bigs clogging up the paint. I think that's fair to
Okay.
say.
Oh, so we can mention that
I
now.
think we're
But
kind of sleeping on
AD's pacing
Kareem's
out the
mobility,
floor.
though.
Lamar Odom's pacing
However,
out the floor.
right.
Bro, I might have the
What was that
best
to where?
Yes,
five out. I might have the best. I probably got the best 5 out team now that I think about it. I got the best
overall,
5 out team.
overall, to Mary, yeah, AD is a great spot for that. But I
Lamar
think my
Odom, put some
team's
respect on Lamar Odom's name, please.
no. I'm talking.
Two-time
I'm talking about
championship
centers. I'm
years.
talking
Okay,
about pure centers. I'm talking about pure
okay, okay.
centers. Like, cause duh, like better than Wilt, duh. But y'all, the pace of my offense is gonna be wicked fast. This Lakers Wilt too, great passer, brilliant passer.
Wait,
Look
yeah.
you
alike.
can't say the pace of your offense is going to be incredible and talk about Wilt, bro. You can't.
Um, we're talking like we're
Wilt ran the floor. Just like I don't appreciate you
Wilt.
calling Kareem a statue
I'm
because Kareem ran
strictly
the fuck out of
saying
the floor on both ends of the floor
sure.
too.
No. Again, I'm strictly saying from a comparison sake to the rest of our guys. Like Jerry, you guys are just staying on defense. You're not even getting back. Um, I know Wilt will get
No,
back. AD and Lamar are running circles around those guys, though.
you are sleeping on Kareem's mobility. Like you really are saying he won't get back on defense. I can give you Shaq. I
Okay,
can
here,
give
here,
you,
Oh, okay.
here,
but not.
I'm not gonna say he's not getting back on defense. It's just that by the time he gets past half court, Lamar will have already laid it in and we'll move back. You know what I mean?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is this is the great thing. This is the great thing. As much as we respect and fear Jerry's front court, the fun about getting a big team like the Lakers out of the way is that we all have legitimate all-time great starting fives right now. Right? I think there's a legitimate
Trying to freaking beam Maury out this month. Don't do that. He's trying to be a mediator. No, I want to win. I don't care about being even. I don't care about
You know,
having an all-time great roster.
here's the thing. Here's
Hell
the
yeah.
thing.
Okay,
You started out really. I will say you started out very very strong with Kareem and Shaq, but the more I think about it, Julian seems more balanced. I feel like my team is really well balanced from center talent, front court talent to guard talent, and Kobe and Jerry. I
that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
I underestimated my team a
That's
little
what I'm
bit. I'm
saying.
going to take it back.
That's what
I
I'm
think I
saying.
got a good chance of both of your teams.
I would say you did underestimate your team because you have Kobe and Jerry West in your backcourt, and even
I was
having
just pissed about
Lamar
the
and AD.
centers.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, low key, Kobe and Elgin are gonna be swinging at each other for touches while AD's nursing his ankle in the corner, though.
Jesus. Oh lordy.
Lamar's gonna come late to the game because of his date with Courtney. My dudes are all prepared.
Oh my
Hey,
lord. And still go
it
bust
is a
asses
lot
on
of
the court.
versatility on the court. No matter who's playing, no matter whose squad is out there, it's a shit ton of versatility. It's I just want to get the big elephant out the room though. Like we've been tiptoeing. You know, we're
That's okay.
we're going to
Hey,
we're going
listen,
rock.
listen. This is
Obviously,
cool. We started off big. Our first team was the Celtics to start this series. Now we get the Lakers. We'll wait a few more games, a few more episodes, and then we'll do another big one. It's fine. We got it. This is a good one. I'm all I'm saying is that I think this is a lot more even than what Jerry's first two picks like really made us fear. This is a lot more
Yeah,
even than we're letting on.
because at the end of the day, you guys could probably play a more up tempo pace to where we're gonna slow it down and grind it out like old '99 Spurs Twin Towers kind of offense, right? Obviously, Pop didn't have LeBron, but having a point guard like LeBron to churn things out with Shaq and Kareem is going to look so lovely.
Can
Ball
we
movement is
can
going to
we
be
can we just agree though? My offense is going to be the prettiest out of all three of ours. I have the best level of passing and playmaking out of all three of ours.
I mean, you have
Distribution
Magic.
wise,
You have Magic, so I give you an edge. Like,
Magic,
kind of,
Worthy could do it too. Powell could do it too. Wilt was a great passer, especially like in his Laker days, and he
but
ran the floor.
I have LeBron. Kareem and Shaq are good big man post passers, but Michael Scott, Byron Scott, and Michael Cooper kind of tail off a little bit between that. So I get you.
Yo, put Michael Scott in there too. Get
I mean, look,
number 99.
I don't think my team necessarily can talk about passing with Kobe on it, because he gonna shoot the rock every time.
Elgin.
But
Hey, don't sleep. Kobe was a good playmaker, man. People just sleep, man. People are just haters.
no, I know. We just gotta play the jokes.
Jerry, there's a reason why he's a meme. There's a reason why he's a meme in beer pong tournaments, Jerry. He's a good passer.
Come on, come on, man. Relax.
Oh
All right.
well,
Kobe Bean.
Well, Jerry has to get to a game. We
All right.
end up running long because we hate each other's all-time teams all over again. This has been the I Got Next podcast, guys. See y'all for the next episode next week.